Terry from Bed and Biscuits Boarding and Training Facility here in Candler, Florida, just outside of Ocala. This is Max. We're doing a basic training for Max, basically about 4 or 5 different exercises we're going to work him through here. We've got just a 6-foot leash, nothing fancy. He does have a prong collar that we've used because he's a bigger dog, and he really needed quite a bit because he's very strong and he used to pull very hard. So he's gotten a lot better. He's still very young. He's about a year old, so he's still learning, but he's doing really well. When we return, we'll return to the heel on lead. Good boy, Max. Okay, on our heel on leash, I got just a 6-foot leash with a prong collar, and the dog is always at your left side. The dog through all these exercises will always be at your left side. Okay, what you're going to do is start out with him either in a sit or down position, whatever you want. When you first take your first step and start walking, tell him to heel, and he should walk with you. And when you stop walking, he should automatically sit. It's not a must, but I've taught him to do so. So let's get him to sit. Come on, Max, come on. Good boy, sit, good boy. Take your first step, nice high-pitched voice. Tell him to heel, and he should walk along beside you. Come on, Max, heel, come on. Come on, Max. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Come on, Max, heel. Come on. Good boy. Good boy, Max. Come on. Come on. Come on, Max. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. When you stop walking, he should automatically sit. Exercise finished, and praise your dog. Good boy. Okay, the next exercise is going to be the stay. We're going to put him in hand signal to sit. Is just go like that. Tell him to sit. Hand signal to stay. Put your hand in his face. Tell him to stay. As you walk out to the end of your 6-foot leash, you're just going to stand there just for 3 or 4 or 5 seconds and then return and then praise him. Later on, you can leave him for longer times, but for now, just a few seconds. Sit, stay. 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 Then when you return, reinforce the word stay. 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 Exercise finished, and praise your dog. Okay, this is going to be Max's recall. Again, sit, stay, walk out the end of the leash like you did the sit, stay, and then you're going to bring your hand to your chest as you tell him to come, and he should come and sit at your feet. Sit, stay, stay, stay. Max, come on, boy. And then hopefully sit at your feet. Exercise finished, and praise your dog. Good boy. Okay, this is going to be Max's down stay. Again, I usually start out with him with a sit on your left side. And then you're going to turn face him, just point to the ground, but you're going to have to probably put your finger close to the ground and tell him to down. Down means to lay down. Off means to stay off like this. A lot of people, when the dog is jumping on you, tell him down. But that, to me, I've taught him to lay down on that for that. Okay? Just going to turn and face him. Down. Stay. You're just going to do your hand in his face, tell him to stay as you walk out to the end of your leash. Just like the sit stay, but you're keeping him down. Stay. 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 Exercise finished, and praise your dog. Good boy. Okay, for a conclusion, Max has done really well, but there's one thing I just want to make clear, that as far as your end goal is to make him into a service dog. Not all dogs can become service dogs. Can he or not? I'm not sure. He's still so young. The breed is a little stubborn. They're required to do many things to be a service dog. Pick up things for you, like you drop your keys and you're in a wheelchair and you can't pick them up. You need to pick them up and hold them for you so you can get them. All kinds of different things. And I do not, and I think hopefully I told you that to begin with, that I do not train and I'm not able to give you something saying he's a service dog, which he is definitely not now. But what I've done is put a good foundation on him so he can at least be more well-mannered if you take him out. But he's still going to be I don't recommend you take him with your wheelchair and take him out on the street somewhere, because he's only a year old, or just less than a year old, just under a year, and he can get really wound up, and for you in a wheelchair, you will not be able to handle him. So he needs to have further training to even think about becoming a service dog. So as long as that's clear, he's done really well here. But he, along with a lot of dogs, but with this particular breed, they do a lot of their growing up is still to come for him. So he's got to do a lot of that yet before we can even really, in my opinion, tell if he can even become a service dog. But you can go online and look and try to find a service dog trainer, and they could tell you a lot more about that, what it takes and how long they're going to need them. 3 weeks here is not even a tiny bit of the stuff that he has to learn to become a service dog. So, but everything he's done here has been very, very good, and hopefully he can become a service dog and he'll be what you want. But he's a real sweet dog, and we've had fun training him. Thank you very much. Good boy.